What's the same amount? This 5 played.
Yeah, so it's 5.
Direct, tell you your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you. The weather's far more better than it was yesterday, and today is the 5th of October, a wonderful Wednesday morning to bring you some blind cricket. Our comms are up and running, and therefore we can bring you this ball-by-ball action courtesy of Pitch Vision. Like we said, we're bringing you BCSA, Blind Cricket South Africa's presentation of the T20 National Tournament. And today we have Boland, who are in their yellow and black. They taking on Limpopo Novus. Ooh, look at that with a small chance of a catch. Hendrik TR late to react. And they're able to take a single. And as you can see, you join us with the score a little bit shaky. It's 18 for 3. We are in between our 6th over. Might have another run out here, and we definitely have another run out. That is wicket number 4 gone for Limpopo. And that is bad news, as Sabang Seku must now walk back. And it's dire for Limpopo. They've had struggles scoring runs this tournament, and their struggles seem to continue. Wicket number 4 against Boland. And it's a shame because Limpopo actually won the toss, and they themselves elected to have a bat. The decision comes unjustified. But the new player walks in now. But we were busy introducing you into the new match. It's day 4 of the tournament. Tomorrow being the last day, we will have our 2 semi-finals and the final, which will be closed off at Kingsmead Stadium. Limpopo look to not be heading to that final. 3 successive losses after their win in the first match. They'll be wanting to change their fortunes in this. Fetisani Madu is on strike. New player in. Hits it up into the air, and there was a chance, but a chance not taken. And smartly enough, a run not taken by Limpopo. Seen multitudes of runouts in this tournament so far, especially here at Tills. Ball bowled outside the off stump from Mangaka. And it's an easy single as the ball is collected at the mid-wicket area, ticking the score up to 19 for 4 for Limpopo. Thus bringing into the strike Tulani Sekwabane. Sekwabane is a B1 player, so his sight is completely taken away. And he'll have Togwane running for him. Score is 19 for 4. We are 2 balls away to the end of the 6th over. Manghaba, number 10 with the ball, and all is set up now for Sekwabane to take on strike. He's setting up, asking if everyone is ready. Ball coming straight onto the middle stump. Madu finding a way, or Sekwabane finding a way to deal with it. Dot ball though. Waiting for it patiently is Sekwabane. We saw that a wicket ago. It was a hit wicket that lost the wicket for Limpopo. Constantly guiding on where his stumps are is Sekwabane, feeling for them because it doesn't want that bat to hit the ball and then hit the wickets. Limpopo want to preserve them as much as they can, and that is wicket number 6, or over number 6. 4 wickets down. The score is 19 for 4. New bowler coming through, coming from the east end. First ball coming, and it's a dot ball as it bowls it onto the leg stump. Mangaba collects at the short fine leg area. Sekwabane is on strike. Second dot ball, and you hear the Boland team. They're getting happy about that. First ball hits to fine leg, the second one hits to third man. Where will the third ball go? Oh, the next ball is just outside the off stump, giving all sorts of problems to Sekwabane. Right armour. Bowling to the right-hander, and the right-hander gets the bat into it. Around to cover on that third man area because he keeps on reversing his sweep to get that shot. But they exchange a single. There's an appeal coming from the bowler. Umpire Yamin is not moved by that appeal. Score is still 20 for 4. Oh, risky from the batter. Popping it up into the air, but it's just a one bounce until it stopped. That's how we bring the end to that over. Roberto Hamza doing the stop. And it's over number 6 gone. 20 for 4. The run rate is incredibly slow. They still have 14 overs to bat. That's 84 balls of batting. So there's still a lot of cricket that is in store for all of us to enjoy. And luckily enough, the Durban sun is out to play. Unlike yesterday, where we were having showers coming through, flurries every now and then. And as a result, we had 2 shortened games. Today's games, if the weather plays like it's playing right now, we will see it to the end. Boland will be hoping not that to be the case, because they'll want to eliminate the batting lineup for Limpopo as quickly as possible. Manqaba now has the ball, number 10, and he'll be bowling to Shikwabane. Oh, what a great shot that was from Shikwabane. He waited for it and was able to make a proper connection, but it fails to make its way to the boundary. They're coming back for number 3, and they successfully make it for number 3. Great shot from Shikwabane, and the advantage is that since he's a B1 batter, I stand to be corrected. It was Madu with the shot. But if B1 Shikwabane scores runs, the runs will be doubled. So far, still struggles. Shikwabane is being forced to go very, very wide in order to get a touch on that ball. Very wide he's being forced. Now bringing it back straight, Manqaba with a phenomenal strategy. The batter being forced to go wide and wide and wide, and then he decides to straighten it up. Lucky to get some bat onto that Shikwabane. But it's 2 runs on the board, finally getting into the scoreboard. That single is multiplied by 2. Smashing that is Madu. But again, it's lacking any legs as he comes back for run number 2. Togwane, he is home safe. Madu adds 2 more runs onto the score. You can see Manqaba is very confident in the movement of the ball. He bowls it wide outside or behind the batter, and it curves its way back to the lines of the stumps, which is why most of those balls were very wide outside the off stump. You can see him work that strategy again, and Togwane makes it home to the other side as he runs for Shikwabane. That's how we bring the end to that over. It's 8 gone, 24 or 28 for the loss of 4. The partnership now for Limpopo making its way into the double figures. 10 runs is the partnership. They'll be hoping to make it grow more legs here with Limpopo Novus. Melrick February. He's our next bowler. B1 bowler. And remember, 40% of the overs must be bowled by B1 bowlers, so 8 out of the 20. And February starts with a ball outside the off stump. Madu walks across and he gets a connection after a tumble by Togwane, who had to dive to make it home. It does so, bringing Shikwabane back onto the strike. So we have Shikwabane who is striking. It's Madu who is non-striking, and don't confuse number 4, because number 4 in Togwane is the actual runner for the B1 batter. Now knowing exactly where his stumps are. February is ready. Shikwabane is also ready. Asking if he's ready, he was, and the ball is played for a dot ball. It was drifting down towards the legs of Shikwabane, seeming to have some control over that ball, does February. Comes in for ball number 3. Shikwabane looking to find his bearings. Ooh, that was close. The ball is ultra slow from February. Ultra slow. Comes back towards the off stump, and Shikwabane missing it because he played the shot early, nearly hitting the stumps. Ooh, again coming back. Getting a little bit excited there was February. You could see with how he released it, missing that line, going behind the stumps, and umpire calls the wide. Oh, in the air just for a touch. Manghaba is not close enough to collect the catch. Important thing though for Boland is the fact that they are accumulating these dot balls ever so slightly. 3 in this over, 2 runs, 1 coming from the bat and 1 a wide. Early onto the shots is Shikwabane. Struggling with the pace that is being bowled by February here. Ultra slow, so he hears the ball thinking it's here, but it's actually not. Makes the connection, does Shikwabane, but straight to the short fine leg fielder in Manghaba. Makes the stop, and it finishes the over with yet another dot ball. A fantastic one from the Malric February, the B1 bowler. Score now 30 for 4 after 9 overs. Very difficult to score here for Limpopo. It's hard to attribute where the difficulties are coming from. Is it good bowling? Is it the planning of the batting team not coming together? Shikwabane or Madus hitting that, but straight into the fielder. Manghaba can't seem to get away from where the ball is, now stationed at short mid-wicket. The ball finally makes a gap by Madu, who moves himself to 13 runs. He scored those 13 from 15 balls, and 31 is the score after 8.2. This partnership between Shikwabane and Madu now worth 13. But so far so good, because it's about them just anchoring the inning and absorbing the pressure, taking the wickets, taking abilities of Boland. Mapoe bowls it down the leg side, so the appeal does not count, as Shikwabane gets the single and adds 2 more runs onto the score. It's 33 for 4. The ball's bowled, it comes back to the middle stump. It has been clapped away by Madu, but as far as the deep, since it failed to reach the boundary, the man had to run back to the deep square leg, retrieve it, and 2 more runs added to the score by Madu, who's now scoring at close to a run per ball. 15 from 16. make that 16 from 17. The ball still moving away from Mabowe. It's getting the ball to move away from the right-hander, coming over the wickets with that right arm, bowling to both right-handers. Now the B1 Shikwabane batter coming to face the strike. Partnership 18 runs. The run rate at 3.6. Wide ball called by the umpire in front of the off stump. Mabowe readjusts his line, but he's finding it very difficult, is Shikwabane. If the ball is not coming to him quickly, he can't deal with it. And with that dot ball is how we end the over. It's 10 overs bowled. It's 37 for 4. The team striking or batting at 3.7 runs and over. From where we are standing, their projected score is 64 for 8. Their last 3 innings for Limpopo have all been within the 50 mark. 53, 53, 53. They'll be wanting to change that equation, but from how it started, it didn't look to be the case. However, 10 overs gone. We're taking an inning break and we'll be back in about 5 minutes for the continuation of Limpopo posting the score after winning the toss, so that they can grab their second win of the tournament against Boland, who have taken 4 wickets and seem to be at ease with this inning. right? We are back after a small break. Very small break. But we have a situation. Score is 40 for 4. We still have Shikwabane, who is on strike and is able to play a single, and no ball signaled by umpire Yamin Godel. Takes the score to 43 for 2 because runs off the bat are doubled because he is a B1 player. Missing it completely, and it's a wide ball signaled. After a brilliant first over, February is struggling with his second. Will want to rework that as he lays his mark. That stance that he has. And another no ball signaled by umpire Godel.
It feels that it fell pounds.
So you know, we feel just.
I think so.
We're just trying to figure out why it's being called a no ball. Remember that the rules for the blind cricket game are slightly different. So you get a no ball, which is a front foot no ball if the ball is pitched outside or is bowled outside the pitch. No ball because the ball doesn't bounce, because the ball needs to bounce in order for it to rattle. That would be a no ball because the ball is bowled out of the pitch. But the previous no balls that were signaled by umpire Yamin Godel have nothing to do with those stats, so that's what we're trying to figure out. Talks saying that some of the fielders were seated and taking an unfair advantage. But we are halfway through the over. A lot of balls have been bowled because our bowler is having problems getting it correct. And he finally has, but Madu, the batter, gets it correct in response as he smashes that right in front of square. And it's 2 runs added by his bat. Bowling it straight to the leg stump. Hits to mid-wicket. And it has been stopped. A dot ball. And finally, we have our bowler starting to get his mark here. Is February. Last ball of the 11th over. Setting himself up again. Might come straight. Does not come straight at all. Bowls out of the pitch. Madu goes to collect and Towane says 1-1-1 because don't want to make that mistake. So Shikwabane has one more ball to face, courtesy of Malric February. That's fine. Yes. No. Yes. No. They're coming back for 2. Towan is stuck halfway through the pitch. It seemed like a regulatory single, but Towan was charging up for the second. Luckily enough, nothing happening there. 1 run to end the over. 52 for 4. Thulane Shikwabane has finally been able to get himself onto the scoreboard. He's faced 17 balls. He's only scored 8 runs though. You would think that as a strategy, some of the teams will be wanting to use the B1 batters as a trump card. Remember that when they score their runs are doubled. We saw yesterday Hendrik TR for Boland actually scoring a 50, or 2 days ago actually. 2 days ago he scored a 50, 54, came in very handy in Boland's inning. So Shikwabane here is on strike, having Togwane as his runner. Bradley Hendricks with the ball. Left arm bowler coming around the wicket, so that ball will be curling its way through into the right-hander. Beautiful guidance from the wicket keeper, letting him know that he needs to bring it back onto the stumps. Another small scare with the running. Another very small scare, but Togwane seems to be on a rush. He wants to get these runs going. It's very difficult because Limpopo are scoring at 4.7 runs and over. Ooh, Bradley Hendricks seems to have found something here. First ball was a no ball. The next 2 have their lines working, going onto the legs of the batter. The back foot for Shikwabane is right in front of the stumps. And he responds late with that quicker delivery being bowled from Bradley Hendricks. Ooh, just missing it. Very wide delivery. Wide to the extent that it's out of the pitch, and it signaled a no ball. Disciplined with his lines there is Bradley Hendricks, who has been bowling that ball down the leg side, and this time bowling it too wide. The umpire signals for it. It's an extra run conceded. 54 for 4. No ball. Hendricks having some brilliant consistency in the over and just losing it at the end. 5 dot balls, and now he's followed those up with 2 extras. The over deserving to be a maiden. He'll want to close it off good here with the last ball. And so it seems like he has not. Another wide ball, because the ball from the left-hander or the left armer seems to be moving away from the right-hander. And as it moves away, it goes wider and wider of the off stump until it's unplayable. another extra. Finding it very difficult to close off his over here, Bradley Hendricks. Good ball to end the over from Bradley. Getting it straight onto the middle stump. Slow in nature. Shikwabane lucky not to miss that because he waited for it. That's the over. Bradley Hendricks. Dot ball by dot ball by dot ball, but gifted the runs away. 6 extras in that over. The score now is 58 for 4 after 12. It will be big celebrations for Limpopo once they pass the 60 mark. They haven't been able to do so for a while now. But what they'll need is for this partnership to keep going. 40 runs it's worth now. Fetisani Madu, 20 and 37. Shikwabane is still on 8. February continues. You cannot miss that stance. No ball to begin February's last over. He's bowled 3 for now. Hasn't been able to take a wicket. 19 runs off his bowling. Relative to what's happening in the game, you would say that he's a touch expensive. The run rate is going at 4.9. His economy is going at 6.3. Seems to be pain here. Fechisani Madu is who? Fechisani Madu. He's gotten injured. What's the cause of the injury? Why? Strain, muscle strain, ball hit him.
Retired out.
Retired hurt.
Retired hurt or retired out.
Fechisani Madu has retired hurt. We would have thought we would see the ball hit him, but it seems to be a little bit of a muscle strain from the lad. Has to retire. Madu has to retire. Retired hurt, so he might come back later on if the team so needs him. Madu, he was on 20 from 37 balls. 30 from 27 balls. The wind is rough here in Durban. It is blowing so hard, my word. So some of the voice communication that we're trying to have with our infield staff is being interrupted majorly. batter coming in now. It's his first game because we've never seen him before. Abednego Nyubunga. He's our new batter. And with Abednego, he brings in a strong surge of wind. I hope it's not blowing my voice away from this mic. I don't know. Maybe if that's how physics works in terms of science, I'm a boy. But right now, it's Nyubunga who's on strike. Will he blow the bowling attack away? Like this wind is blowing our voices away from the mic. February begins the over, bowls it outside of the pitch, and it has been signalled a no ball by umpire Yamin Godel. February going to the offside now, walking across was Nyubunga, but it smashed that straight into the hands of mid-wicket. No run. Run out! Is that a run out? Is that a run out? The umpire has stuck him, but no, it does not count. The no ball is rolled out of the pitch. Umpire Yamin Godel quietening down the fire as the team was getting overly excited. Boland. Madu comes back onto the strike. Not Madu. Nyubunga is on strike. Madu might come back later on. He was retired out. Ball piercing between the 2 feet of the batter. Sliding down the leg side. No run added. It's 61 for 4. Diving down to try stop that. It's a dodge ball, but it's a no ball umpire signaled by umpire Godel. February will want to place that inside of the pitch. That's how we legalize the deliveries. Gets it to bowled inside the pitch, played behind square. Mid-wicket runs around to go collect. It's the second run coming through, and the second run is made at home safely. 64 for 4. Yvonne marks with the retrieval. Wind is blowing papers and fruits and water everywhere. Scorers next to me are putting on their jackets. Woo. Look at him rework his shot over there. Everyone is having a little bit of a laugh in the field. back onto the game as the confusion in the ground was being cleared. Umpire Godel needing to show his authority to make sure that the game runs smoothly. Malric February bowling to Abednego Nyubunga. Good delivery from February. Very good package delivered to the batter outside the off stump. Outside the off stump always works, regardless of what type of cricket you are watching. Can February replicate it with the last ball of the over? Ooh, very straight from him. Gets some bat onto it, does Nyubunga. That's how we bring the end to the 13th over. We have Limpopo Novus after winning the toss and losing 4 early wickets. They recovered it well with the partnership between Madu and Togwane. Madu unfortunately needing to retire hurt. He'll come back later on if need be, but as of now we have both Shikwabane and Nyubunga on strike. The run rates from Limpopo a bit more respectable now. 5 runs and over. At this rate, they'll score 100 runs. Change of bowler coming through from the west end or the commentator's end. We have Matt Carter. Matt Carter, he has the ball, number 84, coming with his right arm over the wickets, bowling to the right-handed Shikwabane. Coolly plays that or bowls that outside the line of the off stump. The ball curving away from the right-hander, having to deal with some movement, does Shikwabane. Needs to be very attentive of the ball. He's not attentive right now as he meets 2 good deliveries bowled by Carter. Down the line of the leg stump. The appeal falls on dead ears. Although the wickets have dried up here for Boland, they struck heavy in the beginning of the match. They might get another one as the ball is popped up, but not to the fielder. Just 1 run, no run added. This is what they're happy about. Carter bowling fantastically. 5 dot balls on the trot. And what a way to start his spell of bowling. 6 dot balls in a row and a pure maiden over. No extra, no run. And Shikwabane struggled with the bowling of Matt Carter, who placed it outside that off stump. Off stump is always problematic regardless of the virtue of cricket. That's how we bring the end to the 15th over as this breeze is smashing us. Hopefully what is also smashing is the bowling that is being exhibited here from Boland, who are not taking wickets.
Number 8.
But man, are they clogging up that run scoring. It's 4 wickets down. Bradley Hendricks has the ball. He is a B1 bowler and he is bowling to Nyubunga. 65 for 4. 14 overs. First ball comes and it's absolutely missed by Nyubunga as the ball was pitched outside the off stump. Very wide this time, allowing the batter to free his arms, but his bat was too high and he placed it over the ball. Missing it again, he's spinning around. Seems like there was a chance for a stumping, but Nyubunga is at home. Fredericks starting well in this over. No ball signaled by umpire Gordo. The ball rolling off the pitch. In comes Fredericks. The ball was curling back into the right-hander. He was waiting in anticipation as if he knew that he bowled that well, Fredericks. But it's 3 balls in the over now. Halfway through it, I won't mention anything about extras because I don't want to jinx Bradley's over, who has been doing so well so far. Left armour coming around the wickets, the ball coming into the right-hander. Shikwabane now on strike. He's currently on 8 from 24 balls. Make that 8 from 25. Appeal, but the ball hits the bats there for Shikwabane. That's how we bring the end to the over. Look, I said I'm not going to say anything about Bradley Fredericks' over, and he bowled 3 dot balls in a row. Fantastic work from him, and Limpopo now struggling again after bringing that run rate up from 3 point something earlier on in the inning. They touched 5, and now they're going back down to near that 4 mark. So it has been a literal struggle throughout the entire match, and it might continue being a struggle with Matt Carter, who's now about to bowl. Dished out a maiden over in his first. Continues in the same vein. 7 dot balls in a row. All of these deliveries that he's bowling are as golden as the shirts that he is wearing. Problematic for Limpopo Novus. Good pace behind that Matt Carter. Very good pace behind that, but it's also met up with a good line, making it hard for Nyubunga to hit it strong. Matt Carter bowling with a lot of poise and a lot of control. A dot ball down the leg side to bring it back to the offside, maybe with the 4th ball. Goes straight onto the stumps, but the fielding is backing up. Good. The wicket keeper could not match the standard of the fielding and the resulting throw. Togwane makes it home, and that was chance for number 5 for Boland. They haven't celebrated in a while. Sure, they want that team hurdle, saying, "Go boys, that's what we need." But they haven't been getting any of that. It's been a while since the last wicket. It's been a while since we've seen a boundary as well. Bonga now on strike. The wind blowing the stumps away. They'll be hoping the stumps will be blown away by the deliveries that Matt Carter is about to bowl. Last ball was a good one. The direction was pure. 3 runs off that over from Matt Carter. Happiness from the Boland players. He's gone for 3 in his 2 overs. That run rate's reeling at 4.38. It's not even cold, this breeze that's hitting. It's just that it's so strong. So strong. Hitting the ball straight back over the head of the umpire from this end is a mission. Bowling from the commentator's end is also a mission. Strong headwind. Bradley Hendricks in for his 3rd over now. He's gone for 8 runs. Still no wickets in his column, but 8 runs in 2.1 overs. Any captain would be happy with that return. Ooh, a captain will be happy with a catch there. It was sharp into the B1 fielder. You can see him wearing a helmet just in case the ball is hit into the air and it punts him in the face. Malric February with the stop. Shikwabane now eclipsing 30 deliveries that he has faced. He's striking at a very low 32. Bradley doing some charity work, seeing that the strike rate is low, and he offers them 1 extra run and an extra ball on top of that. No ball signaled by umpire Yamin Godel. Returns well, does Bradley Hendricks, with the ball going behind the legs of the batter. Oh no, the appeal. I was wondering what the appeal was for. The appeal was because Shikwabane hits wicket. He spun around, the ball going down the legs. He swings hard, misses the ball, but what he did not miss was the stumps. 5 wickets down now for Limpopo. 71 for 5. Towane walking away as the runner. Shikwabane walking away as the batter.
What is this shot? Hits wicket.
Hits wicket. Getting confirmation indeed that it was a hit wicket. 5 wickets down now. 71 is the score. The overs are running away from Limpopo. Boland have been missing a hurdle and they making full use of that, finally snatching the wicket. Shikwabane had been there for a while, 32 balls. Whether or not they'll be happy with his dismissal depends on context. He's been scoring at 30 runs, striking at 30 was Shikwabane. So the pressure was on. But also a wicket always feels nice for the bowling team. They'll be looking to put on the pressure to this new batter though. Finally Siba. He is the new batter. Siyabonga. Lisiba was looking to go big on that one. The ball from Bradley Hendricks coming down the legs, missing the leg stump. So it's a dot ball. Score is now 71 for 5. Last ball of the 17th over from Bradley Hendricks as he trips over the non-striker. The run comes through. Big confusion. There is no way that he's gonna make it. And look at Boer, the wicketkeeper, waiting and teasing the runner. He sprinted down to the other side, forcing the non-striker to run to the other side, and he never made it home. The throw went going to the right end, the keeper's end, and Boer completing the job. It's 6 wickets down, 71 for 6 for Limpopo. The runs were not coming for the wickets were not coming for Boland rather. And all of a sudden, now they have 2 after retiring. Hurts was Madu. He's still in the dugout. We're going to see when he will return, number 13. But it's still not him. 71 for 6. Run rate is 418. One. 17. Some confusion on who the new batter is. But what is not confusing is what South Africa did yesterday against India. Did you see Riley Rousseau? 148 balls. There were talks about him. Is he good enough? Is he really ready? I'm sure he's shown his score now. 100 not outs as South Africa was posted 227. Winning by 49 runs. Keshav Maharaj striking, but not striking as good as Dwayne Pretorius, the medium pacer of all people. So that's what happened in the South Africa versus India series. South Africa avoiding the whitewash 2-1 that ended with India walking away with the series. Surya Kumar Yadav, rightfully man of the series. But we finally have a man who has walked out. We have Benimulemo, who is the new batter. Gets the new ball. It's a big appeal, and Matt Carter strikes. First ball of the 18th over. Matt Carter has been piling on the pressure. 3 runs from 2 overs, and reward duly deserved. What a wicket. What a wicket. 71 for 7. The wicket gates are opened, and man, are the wickets running through, entering the game now. I'm trying to afford. 71 for 7. Bold was the man. Lisiba making his way back into the dugout, and we have a new batter coming through. Number batter?
Batsman shirt. Batsman number.
This way, sir. 14. 13. Yeah. Shikwamban. New batter coming through. Trying to figure out who he is. Don't want to have batters named anonymous. 1-4. Tumelo Selubane. Told you that the wind is rough here in Durban, so communication is getting blown away. First ball from Matt Carter though. Goes down the legs, the batter opening himself up and drives that to short extra cover with a brilliant stop. Dot ball to follow up the wicket. Matt Carter, 2.2 overs, 1 for 3. Cracks that again as Matt Carter goes down the legs. Selubane seems very comfortable to use his feet, opening himself up so that he has enough room to play that shot. Plays it out to the mid-on area, and it's another single now. Score up to 72 for 7. 71 is a bad number for Limpopo. It brought 3 wickets for them. Tough one. But it's Mulema. He's on strike, hits that. He's a B1 player, is Benny Mulema. So all the runs that he scores will be doubled. But he's facing the man who can't seem to leak any runs now in Carter. Outstandingly accurate as he bowls another one outside the off stump, drawing a shot that has been missed, and it's a dot ball. Signals a white ball, does he, the umpire? He's not happy with that one from Carter. Goes down the legs. Takes the score to 73. And Carter's first extra ball for his entire spell of bowling. Testament to his bowling spell. He ends it with a dot ball that also went down the legs. That's how we end the 18th over. It's 73 runs for 7 for Limpopo after they won the toss. What they're happy about is that they scored a much more competitive score compared to their previous innings, but the problem is it's still relatively low. They're scoring at 4 runs and over. There was a point where they were scoring at 5 runs and over, where 100 was a possibility. It's still a possibility though. 12 more balls remaining in the inning. 27 runs until they get to that 100 mark. Might they make it? Not really sure. Bradley Fredericks continues though. Ball bowled outside the off stump. They're running back for number 2. Does he make it home? No, he doesn't. Why are they risking it all? Another wicket falls. He does not make it home, and Selubane must go home. Number 14 was running hard, and there was no need for the second run. But that is the pressure where low run rate is on the board, and the inning is about to finish. 11 balls now remaining, and he felt like he needed to run the second. 73 for 8. Fantastic throw, accurate into the keeper's gloves, and Boer does not make a mistake. New batter coming in, and we'll try to confirm him in a jiffy. Do not be confused. Number 14, Selubane, is still on the crease. That's because he's now acting as a runner. New batter is in. Number 1, Happy Ngumalo. Happy Ngumalo is in for Limpopo Novus, but the situation is not a happy one. He'll want to put his name into the feelings of what his team needs. They need to be happy, and what they'll be happy with is any score that is close to 100 from where they are. 11 balls still required. He's a B1 player. With him being a B1 player, all runs that he scores will be doubled. So all he needs is to score 10, and that 100 will look very close. Here's Happy Ngumalo, right-handed batsman. Number 14 is close onto the crease because he acts as his runner, acts as his guide as well. Guides him to where his stumps are, where the crease is, so he doesn't get stumped. So do not get confused. Number 1, Happy Ngumalo on strike. Number 14, the runner. First ball is bowled outside the off stump, and it's too wide as it's signalled by umpire Yamin Godel. Very slow from Hendricks. It took ages to come to us, and he missed it, the batter, because it was a wide ball going behind the stumps. Very slow ball bowled by Fredericks. Left armour coming around the wickets, adjusts his line, and it's poked through the point area. No run though. It becomes very scary to call the singles after a couple of run-outs. So it's understandable why they're a little bit hesitant to make those runs happen. Four more balls remaining in this penultimate over. Bowls it outside the line of the off stump, and it's just blocked by the batter Ngumalo. Why are you blocking balls? The team needs runs. It's tough out here. 76 for 8 is the score. 9 balls in the inning remaining. Pokes it again through points, and this time they go for the run, and the run is a safe one. Had the opportunity for an overthrow run. Fielding very chilled, very relaxed. They probably aware that the batters don't want to be running unnecessarily either. 2 wickets left for Boland to wrap this up and then begin their chase. Bradley Fredericks, 2 more balls remaining in his spell, has gone for only 14 runs. How good is that? The ball moving away from the right-handed batter by Fredericks. Started on the line of the middle stump and then curved away to the off stump, playing it to mid-off for a dot ball. Last ball of the 19th. Fredericks is incredibly slow, but he also gives time for the ball to move around so that he confuses the batter in Beni Mulemo. And that's how we end the 19th over. 2 B1 batters currently batting for Limpopo. With 1 over remaining, who will take the ball is Matt Carter. Big problems for Limpopo here. Matt Carter has bowled 3 overs, only gone for 5, and has taken a wicket as well. His economy is 1.67. Laughable, really. But he has 6 more balls to make a lasting impression for Boland. The score is 78 for 8. Bowling to Happy Kumalo. Begins it and onto the legs. And it's a dot ball to start the over against Kumalo. Right-handed batter. Matt Carter bowls it outside the off stump, makes the connection, and TR just drops it. Tough one as it hits his forearms. Very hard for him to hear where it was coming from because it came quickly at him standing at the extra cover position. But it's a dot ball, which is most important here for Boland. Oh, that is so unlucky for Happy Kumalo. He was cutting that away and he cuts it straight into his runner. Dot ball again. 4 more balls remaining. The over is coming quickly from Matt Carter. 4 dot balls. How mad crazy is that? I actually have no words for how well Matt Carter is bowling. 5 dot balls in a row outside the off stump, and this is the last ball of the inning. And that is how he ends it, with a ball down the legs, and the umpire's late reaction signals the wide. The maiden was there, but he gives it. He feels bad. Feels good again as the ball hits the gloves of the batter straight onto the middle stump, and with a dot ball, that's how we end the inning. Limpopo Novus 79 runs for 8, and Boland will need 80 for the victory. Matt Carter, stunning figures. 5 runs, 1 wicket and 4 overs. Go give that man his cheers and his water, because he can't drink a bells, he's playing cricket. Lovely, lovely work. Thank you for the company. We'll be back again in about 10 minutes time for the reverse reply by Boland. They need 80 runs, 120 balls to do it, and 10 wickets in hand. Boland, our 8-run victory. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You ready for it?